glasses on. Your glasses are on.
Say good morning.
Say good morning. Ooh, is the sun in your eyes? Yeah, the sun is in your eyes. She's pretty sensitive to sunlight. So. I love that I bring Ruth in, and her teachers obviously know who she is, but it means a lot to me that the other people who work here know who she is. And so when we come in the doors, it can be anyone standing in the hallway that's a staff member, and they'll say, "Ruth, hello." And it's so good for Ruth, especially with her vision, to be interacting with so many people.
When we first started bringing him here, Diego would go to the kind of a corner and just kind of stay by himself. And now when I walk into the room, he still kind of does his own thing, but the neat thing is all the kids get to know him and they interact with him, and now he's interacting with people. Honestly, it warms my heart to see him, to see him be happy.
So one thing that I think DCEC does well and does better than what I would have seen at a different child care center is I think they really took the time to understand Ruth's condition. With the albinism, part of that is a little bit of difficulty with depth perception. And so when Ruth was learning to walk, she could stand up, but she didn't want to take a step. She was feeling very nervous taking a step, and she could push a cart around, but she just didn't want to do anything independently for several months. So I think part of it was her teachers understanding her condition and to be patient with her. But I think part of it was also them being able to work with her and take the time to help her little by little gain her independence in walking. And it was just such a relief, because when you're going to leave your child with someone else, you just want to have that trust there. And I knew that this was the place I wanted to send Ruth just from that conversation. It meant a lot to me.
When Diego was born, he had something called Pierre-Robin sequence. Basically, there's three main things going on. He was born with a smaller chin, a tongue that would obstruct his airway, and a cleft palate. But when he was probably about 10 months old, developmentally, we figured something else was going on too, and then that's when we found out he had autism, and he was officially diagnosed when he was about 18 months old. I don't know what we'd do without this place, because my wife won't be able to work. We wouldn't be able to get him into a regular daycare. It would be more expensive. They wouldn't be able to meet his needs.
I didn't even know that I could have such good caregiving. It exceeds my expectations, and I think this is the perfect way for her to start her childhood, for her to start school and caregiving outside of the home. It's the perfect foundation for the rest of her life. And I always tell people, I say, my daughter goes to daycare at DCEC and I love it.